Hello and welcome everyone to New Moon 2025 Cycle 7 Standard Format. So this is going to be our second stream this weekend, so welcome everyone and thank you again for joining. So today this is going to be Cycle 7 Standard Format, which is the first cycle before the second Blood Moon. So if you're new to the stream or unfamiliar with how our tournaments work, then just briefly explain how everything works as we prepare ahead for the Blood Moon start for next week. So Blood Moon is a big tournament series where basically it happens 3 or 4 times a year, and it's a multi-week tournament. So it has 2 different stages. One of them is called the round robin stage, which, as it sounds like, it's a round robin stage where each group plays everyone else in that group, and by the end we get the top 4 players from each group who then advance into the top 8. And by the end of the top 8 bracket, the winner will become the new Moon Master, which is a unique role that's only given to the current Moon Master. So you'll don't have it if they run out, and that makes it even more valuable. And as what we've done last Blood Moon, so we're going to be continuing with the cash prizes for this Blood Moon as well, and that's all possible thanks to the monthly subscriptions that we've been receiving on Ko-Fi as well. So thank you everyone for continuing the support. More information about that will be coming up soon as well, but if you're interested in joining the Blood Moon, then make sure to head to the N1GP Discord and sign up. And just as a heads up, if you're looking to sign up for the Blood Moon, just try to be confident that you can at least finish off all of your matches, because it can impact the seeding of the bracket as well. With all of that aside, joining me today on commentary is going to be Eurasia. Hello Eurasia, welcome to the stream.
Yo, good to be here. Back for more, yay!
Back for more indeed, and it's good to have you again.
Yes, the fun never ends here at the N1GP.
Alright, and without further ado, let's head into the setups for our first match of the day with Salad vs Entitas.
A salad match.
A solid match indeed. So if people have been watching for quite a while, have seen that Salad hasn't really been joining that many tournaments recently. She wasn't really able to for various reasons, but she's joining now and joining as Gregor. So looking at her further, we can already see some interesting decisions being done. So one of the more unusual things that I think might be worth highlighting is the 2 recovery 300 in Z folder. What do you think about that?
2 recovery 300s and 2 recovery 200s. That's, along with all that HP, that's bulky. Yeah, that right there is 1000 HP. So adding that to the 2100 that Salad already has, that's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, with that Navica, so there are different variations, and you can actually see Entitas actually running something somewhat similar as well, with extra custom instead of HP. So Salad's decided to go for the high HP build, which is actually common for Gregor. The only uncommon bit is running the extra recovery 200 as well, which makes it even more difficult to deal with.
Very 200 life aura, anti-damage, invisible. Hitting Salad's not, like, getting Salad down to 0 is not going to be easy. Oh, and on top of that, undershirt. Salad has brought everything to the table.
Yeah, and there is also that Reg slow gauge as well. So we know the match is probably going to start in slow gauge, which will mean it will be basically a battle of attrition, seeing if Entitas is able to avoid Salad's charge shots and how that dynamic will work out as well.
Yes, I'm noting also that in terms of attacking chips, Salad only has wind wrap in terms of attacking chips. Everything else is supporting. So Salad is most likely going to be focusing on using the charge shots for the damage, along with the Navi chips and good old reliable kernel force.
Yeah, but I mean that is actually a fairly common strategy for Gregor builds to go for, because they have such strong utility from such strong ability from their charge shot. They can do quite a lot of damage very easily. can be a big threat as well, even without damaging chips.
That is true. Those Gregor charge shots are no joke. Let us take a look at the W, the big W, Entitas has in their folder. Good old, Gundel Soul, Neo Variable, Summon Black, Magnum. Pure win chips right there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the folder Entitas, there's a lot of very strong chips in terms of both damage and utility. So, for example, you brought up Magnum, which can do decent amount of damage, but also more importantly breaks panels, which Salad doesn't have any form of air shoes, so it can make it very difficult for her to navigate around as well.
Summon Black 3 deals 260. So just one of those is a lot. And we see that they have also Get In as well. So a lot of opportunities to use that Summon Black. Salad doesn't have air shoes. So that Get In and breaking panels are might set up for locking Salad in place. Since Gregor has no other ways of obtaining shoes, Falser has Tengu and Falser Beast. But if you don't have shoes as Gregor at all, you don't really have a way of getting out of that. So most likely, Salad is gonna have to be very careful in being area locked.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, just as a side point, the folder that Entitas is running this time, they mentioned that they wanted to make it as a combination between a folder that Player Zero and Unonight would do, which I think you can kind of see where it has a lot of the chips that I tend to run, but also some strategies that Unonight also uses, like the Magnum, the Summon Black, and the splashing like Groundman SP and things like that as well. I think it's definitely a very interesting mix.
It also helps that Entitas also has custom 8 compared to Salad's custom 6.
Yeah.
So those chips are going to be coming through fast. And with that uninstall right there, that's going to get rid of the super armor that Salad has. So a lot of ways that Salad's charge shots can be shut down if uninstalled. So it's going to be a pretty wild back and forth.
All right, with that, let's head into the match and see how it plays out.
Let's do it.
Alright, so watching this from Salad's point of view, and you can already see she has the red slow gauge, and she did get her second slow gauge. So in this matchup, we know that Entitas is not running any slow or fast gauges. So what Salad can do is maybe go into race or charge turn 1, then use the first slow gauge, and turn 2 chip charge the second one.
Having your second slow gauge so early kind of stinks, but at least you can use it for beast food.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the underrated strengths of Gregor, is that sometimes you might start with like 3 invis or 2 anti-damage or some very defensive hand, which can seem bad, but can actually be very good, because Gregor is very good at changing these defensive chips into great offense as well.
First turn bug fix? Oh, boy.
I mean, to be fair, that is a classic Player Zero play, so that's doing the Player Zero impression very well so far. And the Get-In as well. Ooh, that's a rough position for Salad to be in. Into uninstalled. The combo.
Oh, Sanctuary, okay.
Ooh, these Buster Bug Procs doing quite a bit of damage so far.
3, 4,
wow.
5,
6 Buster shots. That is crazy.
7?
Wow.
7!
350 damage just for free, basically.
Yeah, that's all Buster Bug. Yo, Buster Bug is scary if you have Buster 10, because each shot becomes 100. It's really scary.
It's already scary as is, but imagine if each one did 100 instead of 50 there. That would have been 700 damage already in 10 rounds. That's it's very scary.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Alright, looks
Are
like
you okay? Buster Bug.
then two Salad's changing into a race cross and then taking some defensive chips and a recovery. So she's expecting she might take some hits, but I think she's probably expecting to go into B-Star next time. Ooh,
Oh!
unfortunate. And the second double hit! That's really rough.
4 hits! 4 hits?
Ooh, nice. So the Grandman SP is going to crack some of these panels or potentially break them, which can make it very difficult for Salad to move around. Let's see. Okay, so she's playing it patient, trying to confirm these charge shots. She regains the area and very nice invis from Entitas to protect the anti-damage.
Oh, Buster Bug shot.
Yeah, yeah. Now Entitas fighting with their own Buster Bugs.
Oh, here it comes. Full turn, 4 chips for the erase tail arrow.
Ooh, both sides going into Beast Out, so now Salad has to be careful of a deep cross coming from Entitas' Tango Breath. Let's see. Ooh, she's able to get the charge fast and dodging the wind drag.
Body block. Body blocked.
Ooh, use the Gandalf Soul to do a bit of damage, but Salad's so far ahead on damage already.
I was kind of expecting a beast, the Tango Beast charge.
Yeah, I mean, I think the area wasn't quite ideal for Entitas to land all of the hits, so I guess they decided to go with the Gandalf, which actually do quite a bit of damage, but I agree the ability to decross would have been pretty valuable in that position as well.
Yeah, like you just really needed that one hit because the Erase Tail Arrow is so powerful. It's scary how strong it is.
Salad chip charging the second recover 300 just to gain more damage.
Knuckles!
Meteor Knuckles comes
3,
in.
4, 5. Oh, that was a lot of hits for a top corner. Not bad.
Oh, but that was also a bit unlucky. So you can see the panel in the right middle of Salad's field is being repaired now, so she won't be able to get maximum. So Entitas won't be able to get maximum value with the Tango Breaths. I think they were trying to lock Salad in place and then get him that massive damage.
Oh, bug face.
Judgment coming down, so she's just trying to get to the area grab so she can chip charge it to deal with the life orb. There is.
It's absolutely scary how strong Tail Beast Arrow is.
Yeah, I mean, applies HP bug, versus invis anti-damage, and it's basically very difficult to avoid. It's amazing, yeah. Unfortunate, missing the race, man. Ooh, nice anti-sword.
Oh! Up close antis. Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately, Entitas losing the anti-damage, but Salad was prepared to fight the area back, so she has her own grab revenge followed up by 2 area grabs into the Q4.
Uh-oh.
So this isn't a boosted Q-Force, but it can still do some damage. But as you can see, obviously, that's way less compared to using it with Beast Up.
Wow, yeah, that was way less.
With Beast Out, that would have deleted very quickly, especially if you include the Beast Buster as well. But this is still a very rough position for Entitas. I believe they've used both of their recoveries, so... Ooh. That life aura making it very difficult.
Oh!
Nice! Using that nearby to deal with the life aura, but unfortunately 1 HP is very hard to recover from. Now this time Salad is starting with her own bug fix turn 1 and she has less custom, so... Let's see if Entitas is going to fight with the same energy, using that backfoot turn 1 again in game 2.
Why am I the only person? I'm the only person who cannot pull bug fix that quickly. Rock.
The bug fix does. Ooh, instead of the rock actually goes for the uninstall. And Salad trying to fight with Buster Bug, but unfortunately it's not quite as painful as rock cubes flying at you.
That, yeah, that cross slash was pretty cool.
Salad immediately going with the 2 recovery 300s and looks like trying to apply some pressure. So the problem with charge press is that your charge shot needs to because she doesn't have air shields, Salad's unable to hit behind these broken panels, so Entitas can use that to their advantage as well to deny Salad some damage, especially with the Magnum. Let's see if that connects. Ooh.
Oh no. Summon Black! 260 cut.
Ooh, okay, so it looks like that Magnum might have been intentional placement, because so that's one of the plays that makes Magnum very strong. Is you can intentionally miss it to lock your opponent in and potentially gain more value using other chips like Gundam Salt that Entitas has 2A.
Yeah, that is exactly why Magnum is such a good chip. There are so many different ways you can use it.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of that, also breaks panels and removes traps, decrosses dust, and it's in a pretty good code as well. Like it's in W code, which is very strong. It's like WL and some other code I forgot, but all of these are really strong codes. Ooh, going into Tengu. Oh no, so the Element Command is going to decross Salad, and though fortunately for Salad, Entitas wouldn't be able to. Ooh.
Oh no! What? Oh!
Okay, so wow, and the double life sword as well. Very nice play from Entitas. So in case you missed it, what happened there? So we used to think that anti-damage is guaranteed to decross Tengu just because of how the frame data works, but it looks like thanks to this match there is a 1 or 2 frame window where you can get your anti-damage in before you can get your defense in before you get decrossed. It's very, very risky, and you often will get 1 frame trying to do that, but it does explain the art that Salad has, which you can see at the bottom right of the screen.
Oh, Gundam Soul! Oh no! Got pushed back! Oh!
The wind drag.
That would have been game.
Yeah, very nice awareness from Salad to be able to avoid that second Gundam Soul by using wind drag.
Yeah. Ooh, the quick step. That was very close.
Ooh, this is actually still pretty scary for Entitas, because although they have quite a bit of an HP lead, if Salad is able to land that Q-Force, that could still be a game. Let's see if it goes ahead. So Entitas could have some defense. Area grab to help minimize the damage is great. It looks like it will land doing quite a bit of damage, but it's not quite enough to finish off the game yet.
Ground Man!
Ooh, do you think Entitas will let their anti-damage go away and trade for... Okay, so they decided to do that. And it might actually be an anti-sword as well. Ooh,
oh!
Dodging it as well! Very nice movement. But to be honest, it feels like more luck than intentional movement. I don't think anyone's actually been able to intentionally avoid all race beasts like some other charge shots, but still always happens.
Yeah, it's too fast. Like, you literally cannot dodge that normally.
Yeah, I mean, the reaction window for it is like way too small for normal humans to react to. Okay, let's see. That was anti-sword, and it wasn't. So that was indeed an anti-damage. And ooh, Elements Man SP. That's going to be very painful for Salad.
Ow.
Okay, this one is probably okay, that one is the answer. So that single buster shot interrupting Salad's charge and then bringing her to 1 HP. Ooh, very close.
That was so close. That was down to the wire.
That was almost literally 3 frames away from Salad winning, because Beastbuster attack max is 1 damage per frame, and Salad was at, and Entitas was at 4 HP left, so it's definitely very close. With this cracked starting field into game 3. So this is actually pretty bad for Salad. She does have the Element Man and the Holy Panel to minimize that, but starting with these cracked panels means unless she fixes them, she's going to be stuck very quickly on them. Let's see what Entitas goes for. I think Boost Out is interesting. I was expecting Tengu to take advantage of that field. Let's see now if Salad goes Electro Blast. He does go into Elect to get the D-Cross instead of fixing these panels.
Element Man is the GOAT because of all the elements. Oh, Salad's trapped.
Oh, she is trapped, but she's going to do the thing where it's like the meme, I'm not trapped, you're not trapped with me, I'm trapped with you.
I'm trapped here with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Salad, stop charging into the hole. You might actually fall down.
Oh, Charge Cross tackling the holes, disappearing back to place. Doesn't even give the maximum number of invulnerability frames. So Charge Cross's Charge Shot gives you invulnerability frame for the duration it's active, but if it gets stopped early by a hole, then that denies the damage, the invulnerability as well. Ooh, and just breaking some of these panels.
Ow. Trapped.
Okay. At least now they can basically hide behind these broken panels and avoid getting hit by more of these charge shots.
Oh!
They had the Gantel song, but unfortunately they couldn't land it.
They probably wanted to get to that focus like ASAP.
Yeah, especially because with the area grab Salad used, there is no way they could have landed that Gantel song either. Now, this is an interesting turn for Salad. It looks like she's deciding to go with a Beast outplay. So, another option she could have thought about is going into Slash Cross, but she might have felt it was a bit risky because Grandman SP, or maybe even if Salad stays in Slash Cross, that could potentially get a D-Cross on her. Okay, so now Entitas has their own life orb to try to block at least one of these charge shots, one of these chip charges. Unfortunately, I don't think that was an intentional use, and she's chip charging the bug fix. Oh, okay, never mind. That would have been a very bold play to do.
Yeah. Everyone gets bug fix today.
To be fair, she doesn't have bug fix, so the only 2 bugs she has are HP bug and Buster bug. So fixing them would be nice, but it's not absolutely critical, like for Entitas, for example.
Makes sense. Like the worst bugs to have are, worst bugs to have are really bad HP bug or like warp step or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the bugs in EXE6 with patch pads because they have access to a lot more interesting bugs as well. Like a bug when you open the custom, you lose HP for some reason.
Ow. Ooh, Knuckles! 1, 2, 3. Not bad.
Is that 3
knock
hits?
knock.
Bit below average as well, and so this is one of the scary things about Race Beast. You don't need to move. You can just stand in place and fire these 220 homing shots. Yeah.
Just standing there.
Yeah. Almost 1,000
menacingly.
damage just from these chip charges.
Ow.
I mean, Entitas still has plenty of ways to fight back. So I believe they still have the element minus speed. They have regaining the area, which makes it more difficult for Salad to play around the area advantage. Nice erasement that connects. Let's see what the follow-up is though. Ooh. Oh no! Okay, so they probably wanted to go for the B back into ice, the charge shot, but Salad now has that life aura, which the holy panel, which was basically traded for the dynasty.
The only way for you to avoid a tail beast arrow is a barrier. Everything else will just and I guess guard, like a guard chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way to dodge it. Like it pierces and biz, goes through traps. It's really scary.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why I feel like Shield Navicost is underrated. I feel like we barely see people use it, even though it has quite a bit of potential. It can even block Gandalf, which everyone's been using these days. It can be quite nice to have. Ooh, heat going vs Tomahawk. That is going to be a very scary hit if that connects. And yeah, there goes the Barry 200.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's
fire!
One of the nerfs of Gandalf. In BN6, you're unable to cancel out your charge after you start it, whereas in BN4 or 5, I believe you could have, right?
Yes, in previous games, if you wanted to end it early, you could. But in 6, they said, nah, if you're using the chip, you must commit to it.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a close game, and we saw a new interaction as well with the anti-damage. So, well played to both sides. Definitely was a fun one to watch.
That was a crazy first match.
All right, with that, let's see what's ahead in store for us today with our next match with KayThree vs AndMySax. Okay, so this is going to be quite the shift in terms of setups compared to what we just saw. Two very wildly different setups.
Oh boy. KayThree's running S this time. S with first barrier, super armor, beat, rush. At HP 50? That's you don't see 50 getting used that much.
Yeah, usually it's very, very bad to run. You never want to have it basically, because even if you want, you can just run extra attack, which KayThree could have done, but I guess he does have the Habbat in his folder, so he decided against it.
Let me see. That's an attack plus. Okay, yeah, definitely. But I guess KayThree out there for the HP, which hopefully it'll come in handy. Like that's pretty good Navicus, because it also has that custom 2. So that's custom 7, which is pretty good overall.
And yeah, I mean, looking at the folder, it's S code. S code is actually a very strong code, which doesn't really see much play. You have works especially well in Falzar for Spark Cross or Aqua Cross, because you have all of these very strong water chips. You can chip charge like the Bomb Star 3, the Aqua Dragon, which give you ice panels, which you can combo off with your charge shot to freeze and do all of these very high damaging turns as well.
When I was a kid, I thought the chip Flash Bomb was Fish Bomb, and I'm like, why is it called Fish Bomb? It's not a fish. Until I was corrected by my buddy, like, yo, my dude, it's Flash Bomb. It flashes like, oh.
It's like undershirt, or is it undershot? Who knows?
Is it fast barrier? Is it fist barrier? Is it force barrier? Oh.
Okay, fist barrier is a new one. I don't think I've had that
one. Yeah, true. We were all a bunch of crazy high schoolers. The one thing I want to note is Flash Bomb 3. I don't think I've seen that used in a while. Flash Bomb 3 blinds you, right?
Yes, and it applies actually a very long blind and paralysis. It's like one of the longest paralysis you can get in the game at 150 frames.
Crazy, yeah. Like the only way to avoid the blind is to land on, is to have it land on.
Yeah, or destroy it before or after land.
Which is tough if they throw it in the back row. But like, it's gonna be pretty cool to see Flash Bomb. I haven't seen that in a while. The other thing I want to note is that, again, we're seeing more Slash Man SP getting used more often.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. It can potentially very easily do a 2-for-1 action where it can remove the barrier and then go in for the big shot, or and remove life aura and benefits with area as well, which a lot of people run. So it's definitely a very strong chip.
Heck yeah. Alright, let's check out AndMySax. AndMySax, you got 4 empty spots. What's up?
I mean, that being said, they managed to avoid having custom bug, which is actually a big advantage. So with bugged setup, sometimes you want to have that lower efficiency just to avoid some of the more difficult bugs to deal with.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, like,
yeah.
No custom bug, yeah. Like, they have the other bug, but custom bug is probably the worst bug to have. Having a shrinking hand is horrible.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, to compensate for having the less efficient Navicars, they also have the Hub Badge as one of their double Giga chips. So they have Hub Badge and the Meteor Knuckles. So it's definitely going to be an interesting dynamic to see how that plays out, and basically the exchange between the two players, especially since both of them are running fast game.
Ah, okay, so it's going to be a speedy match.
Indeed, yeah.
Let me see. Looking at AndMySax's folder, we're seeing Muramasa, Variable, Magnum. We have the uninstalled G, which will be attached most likely to the mock. Since you can only attach uninstall to a non-dim chip. It's very important to remember that. So, a lot of damage in AndMySax. Even more so with the Hub Batch on, when you get that, well, for the full Buster stats. Yeah, like, that's going to be really dangerous. Alright, I'm looking forward to this match.
Alright, let's see how it plays out. So we are watching this from AndMySax interview, and we can see that starting custom 6, but this is, so we see the uninstall, we see Grandman SP, which is nice, more master. So there's a lot of very strong chips, but unfortunately, when you have low custom, you risk basically not getting your combo pieces. So Muramasa early on is not ideal. Uninstall has nothing to work with at the moment, so we'll see what AndMySax decide to go for. Both players are starting with the first barrier, so we'll probably see them both go into dust, yeah, and the fast gauge probably will be, Judgment instantly from KayThree, so might be looking at good D-Cross. And I believe both players also have warp set, so both of them will be jumping around the area.
Oh yeah, since I haven't pointed out, this is the crossover 2 battle team. So it's always a treat. It's always a treat to have it play.
Yeah, I mean, crossover is definitely very underrated, and unfortunately it's not present in Tango, so people haven't been able to really experience it as much. Ooh, okay, so it looks like AndMySax is going for that machine gun uninstall very early on, so it's definitely an interesting decision because KayThree has Hub Badge in his folder. So what KayThree might do is basically hold off the Hub Badge until he gets uninstalled and then use it to regain back all of these Navicasts that he would have lost. Whereas AndMySax is risking basically that happening, where if he waited, then he could remove the air shoes and all of the different extra Navicasts that Hub Badge gives as well.
It's still funny that Hub Badge became a chip.
Yeah, I mean, in BN1 it was literally just Mega Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Ooh, the warp step.
Ooh, the wind drag was actually potentially risky because Warp Step can actually allow you to avoid the wind drag wind effect and basically keep your life up.
Decrossed. Ow.
Ooh.
Oh, Warp Step!
And beat! Oh no, always feed beat.
No. I hate beat. I've never been a fan of birds because of that. They're always eating my battleships.
Oh wow, okay. Now this is
both of them.
Yeah, this is a spicy hand for AndMySax because they can go for that for that nearby Meteor Knuckles, and they have Raceman for the follow-up, or they can play a bit slower, go maybe for the half badge, and yeah, see how the turns go. It looks like they are going for violence, starting with a Raceman to get D-Cross, and then followed up by nearby into Meteor Knuckles.
Selecting violence is bad.
Looks like the Raceman is going to connect. Let's see which input they go for. Cross slash.
Oh, cross slash! Oh!
Ooh, trainer! And
no!
all of it actually connects. That's quite a bit of damage.
Oh! Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a max damage. Both of them.
That exchange looks like KayThree threw away his bug fix just to defend against that Meteor Knuckles. So looks like he's going for a quick game because his custom bug is going to tick down very soon.
Thank goodness for bug fix.
AndMySax thinking about keeping some of these area grabs and keeping both. So they could have been chip charged. Ooh. Oh no! And the Aqua Spiral! Oh wow!
Spiral!
And going again as well. That did massive damage. But unfortunately, as we all know, now KayThree is inflected with the Aqua Spiral curse. So I guess that's GG's already.
Wait, what? Is that how it works now?
Yeah. That's always how just using Aqua Spiral dooms you to losing that match, and there is no way around it. That's just how it works.
Oh boy, that explains why I lost a lot of my matches back in the day. Aqua Spiral is such a cool move.
I see what you did. I appreciate the pun.
Oh,
so unfortunately that blind means we don't really know what's going on, and KayThree has a Buster Bug, so he's unable to actually get the finishing hit at the end.
Oh, they're safe in the middle. That's exactly what I was saying about earlier. Why warp stuff can be horrible.
Yeah. And now looks like AndMySax is going into Tomahawk Cross, maybe hoping to get some HP back from that grass panel. Don't forget that Undershirt can activate multiple times, so they go back to 2 HP and then get hit by like 100, then go down to 1 instead of 0. It's definitely something you want to go for. Ooh, the flash bomb! But the life orb coming in play for AndMySax to allow him to survive.
There you go, Undershirt's back on. As a reminder, when you have very low HP, the heal from with a grass body takes much longer.
Yes, it's like way longer. I think 10 times longer something compared to having more than 10 HP. Which shows that they actually learned from BN4, where it was very good all the time.
Wood Soul?
Yeah, I remember seeing
Good old Wood
that.
Soul.
Looked so crazy. Ooh, now KayThree does have airship, so he is able to move out of that panel, but right now he's in a very rough position, although he's over 1000 HP ahead. Don't forget that damage judge can decide the game, and KayThree is running very low on chips because of that custom bug. So fast gauge and custom bug are very deadly combo. can lead to KayThree having access to only 2 chips per turn.
Oh no!
That's probably going to be game. I don't think AndMySax has enough time to recover. Unless...
Oh!
Wait, he doesn't have undershell, so if this connects, that's going to be game. Oh, no.
So close! That would have been over! Oh, flash
few
bomb!
frames away.
Sir, that was literally decided in a quarter of a second. Oh my gosh, that hurts me. I've lost matches like that. It hurts.
It was very, very close. But that now takes us into a game 2. And let's see both players. So this time they are starting with conveyor field, so they need to be careful about stepping up, because going up will also take them to the right, which can potentially make them trapped with an area grab. And both sides took an area grab just to that play, potentially trap their opponent.
That was a flashing finisher.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Ooh, rush. Good dog.
Though actually, I don't think AndMySax is able to line up, because if they try to step back, they'll be forced into the middle and then into the top. Yeah, AndMySax is making full use of that dust cross factor, allowing you to go through your folder much more quickly, especially with the full cost, just to move the turns on. KayThree has custom bugs, so more turns going by can potentially be risky for him, but don't forget, he also has dust cross, so he is also able to dig through his folder to look for that hub badge, to bring him back to 8, to basically mitigate the damage, or to give him that bug fix that he very much needs.
There it is. Hub batch and bug fix.
And the life are all in one hand. It's quite the hand, but looks like AndMySax is picking the hub badge instead of the life order this time.
But, oh yeah, this is about number 4. Very nice. Uh-oh.
Ooh, that jumping movement thanks to warp step allowed KayThree to get to the confirmed area very quickly and land that equal.
Oh. They used to charge out just a little too soon. Oh yeah, Soul's here. Hi, Soul. Good to have you here. Wow, Knuckles too? The godly hand before losing dust.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of things you want to see after you lose dust, because these are the chips you're looking for anyway. So
yeah, for those unaware, the higher, or we'll call stronger, the chip is, it'll generally start lower in your folder.
Yeah, I guess that is one way of explaining it. More accurately, I'd say is Giga chips are the only ones limited to being unavailable after your first 10 chips, so you can never get them turn 1 unless you have the Navitas shuffle.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, it is literally impossible to get a Giga chip first turn. Impossible.
Without shuffle. Because you always have that one shuffle folder that gets like Q4 turn 1, and then you're just like, okay, that happened, I guess.
Oh! Oh, that's an unfortunate whiff.
Again, in that position, because KayThree had warp step, I would have liked to see if he was able to potentially avoid that feedback in Tango. I think that's one of the underrated plays with warp bug. That's what, in my opinion, makes it somewhat positive bug, because most of the bugs you just want to get rid of. whereas warp set is one of the few where it can actually have some benefits that you want to keep. Ooh, that double flash bomb!
Both of them?
Ooh, into a full of bubble star to confirm a charge shot as well. Oh, and rush. So this means that AndMySax will be unable to use that mirror variant and will be forced to take it into another turn.
Oh man, stop on all fronts.
If this lands, this can do massive damage to KayThree. Oh yeah, there
Supersonic
it goes.
Boom!
And because KayThree still has warp step, he is limited with the area he can move. Very nice shields. And Beat taking that meteor knuckle.
Yo, Beat is eating good tonight. A Giga Chip? That's like a filet mignon. Crazy.
Always feed the bad. Never forget. And Sol in YouTube chat saying, I hate that bad. Very appropriate timing, as he's famously known for disliking Beat. Pixelman in YouTube chat is asking, doesn't Beat eat mega chips? He can indeed, but he eats mega or giga chips, depending on which one is used first. So in this case, it was indeed giga.
Just keep in mind, Beat only works if the opponent activates it. Beat does not activate in a TFC chain.
Very nice counter from KayThree there.
Yeah, that's a good way to avoid having Beat eat your chips. Is to wait for your opponent to use a chip first and just TFC it.
Well, now let's see what KayThree decides to go for with that ×2. So one of the scariest ones you can use is actually Slash Man SP, because normally you can't really boost the kunai, so if you add a +30, these kunais don't get boosted. But using it with a from synchro or angle, so any ×2 modifier allows you to actually boost it. It can be massive if you have a low there. This same thing applies to Judge Man as well, where you can't normally boost the books, but with the ×2 modifier, then you can and really get that down. Ooh, Train Arrow!
Seeing Train Arrow being used is fun.
Indeed, and actually did quite a bit of damage, especially in game 1, where both ×2 Train Arrows landed.
Yeah, for those unaware, Train Arrow, it makes arrows appear equal to the distance of you and whatever's in front of you. So you basically want your opponent at the very end of their side for maximum damage. It's really good. Oh, and the best part about it is, unlike most Aqua Chips, it does not cause blinking.
Very nice. KayThree using that one drag to both clear the life orb and avoid the Judgment, but unfortunately using his Judgment at the incorrect timing, which means he is down on area, and this Muramasa is going to connect with a follow-up.
Oh, just enough!
Yeah. Ooh, very nice shield.
Oh, dang it.
Buster Shot brings us into a game 3. So both of these games ended up with a Muramasa actually, which is interesting. Game 1 AndMySax couldn't land it and they lost. Game 2 they landed it and won. So I wonder how this game 3 will go.
It's always funny to see a match end with a pew pew. Just a regular Buster Shot.
Yeah. And I find one of the more interesting mind games as well is these Buster Shots, and you can actually avoid them even though they are invisible. They are considered projectiles, so with the right timing or rhythm, potentially avoid quite both.
Yes, although I cannot say that I'm good at that.
Yeah. Turn 2 potential for that machine gun, uninstall life, or even the Barry 200 Magnum. This is a really good hand. Let's see if this time AndMySax remembers that beat. He lost two very strong chips in game 1 and 2. So game 3 getting the early meteor knuckles, but looks like so he's going to throw away that race man. Unless he just forget about it and just trying to beat us, who knows? Ooh, a second flash one to allow that machine gun to decross, and now AndMySax is blinded, so landing this magnum is going to be fairly difficult.
Okay, they're in the back. There you go. Wait, what?
Missed.
Oh,
was there
what? No, yeah, well, were they visible? Blinking?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, that was a perfect shot too.
Yeah, that was good timing from AndMySax. He got the area, but looks like Invis got in the way. And now let's see if the combo goes for nearby into meteor knuckles. Oh, Fuse Hunter is saying in the chat the barrier was still up. Pixelman, you've been saying that as well. That barrier star is getting quite a bit of value for this first barrier. Life order coming down. Well, let's see if this nearby is able to clear that. And it was followed up by Dimitri.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Okay, so that is a bit above average number of hits. This is good for the area.
Oh, barrier was up. First barrier. Okay, that makes sense.
Now we see that AndMySax is thinking about taking maybe a Magnum or looking at that machine gun as well. I think an uninstall could be nice. Let's see what KayThree has installed there. We still haven't seen some of these strong aqua chip combos. So we've seen the trainers, but I haven't really seen the bombs starting to aqua dragons and things like that. Another flashman coming down, but this time Tomahawk Cross will deny the blind, and an Elements Man will mean the decross.
Everyone gets decrossed. Ooh, the uninstall's ready.
Yes, and there is that Muramasa again, but unfortunately AndMySax doesn't have any way to set it up in hand. We've seen Eraseman being used, which is very effective, and would have actually been perfect in this area, but Beat had to eat, and that was the sacrifice for this time. Ooh, looks like AndMySax is going for that Muramasa, potentially trying to land it anyway with just a Beast Jump, which can be very tricky. Judgeman is going to return the area. Let's see what follow-up KayThree has. Okay, so we know KayThree's used J-Code because of the Habad, so you're not really scared of these very hard-hitting chips this time. Rabbad is coming down. Let's see if the confirm for that Muramasa works, and it doesn't. Unfortunate timing. So the reason for this is because KayThree still wasn't flashing on Invis, and while Grab Revenge and Banish, they actually remove the Invis status, but they also apply flashing, which is basically a shorter form of Invis. But the Invis has to end first, so because it pushes back, it means that this Muramasa will miss. We are in fast gauge terms as well, so AndMySax was basically hard pressed to press the button and just go with the play and see if it connects, which unfortunately it did not. Ooh, now we see the start cross play.
Oh!
Oh
no!
Only one hit though, so a lot of lost value out of that.
It's very unfortunate that if Drownman does not reach the end of the does not reach the other side, it's just one hit directly or just a miss.
Yeah. unfortunately Grandman can bother the neighbors downstairs and do some construction work for them. I don't know. Alright, so this position, the game is still definitely very close. Less than 20 HP difference between the players, and KayThree still has access to a lot of very strong chips. I believe he still has access to one Aqua Dragon and potentially some of his bubbles as well. Ooh, Rush activating now, but KayThree is in Spot Burst, so you can't get benefit out of the anger for it.
200.
This game looks like AndMySax has mostly defensive chips left, so unless he's able to land the extra area grab and go for tangle charge shots, we might be looking at a damage judge game actually. Damage judge, in case you don't know, is the mechanic that ends the game, where if you reach 15 turns, the game basically ends and who did the most damage becomes the winner. Ooh, okay, never mind. That was quite a lot of damage from AndMySax, and yeah.
Oh, that decross made that made the bubble star too weak to break that aura.
Yeah, I guess you could say it had weak aura. Do you laugh tracks?
Okay.
Laugh tracks? Anyone?
If you're gonna steal my job, why am I here? If you're gonna steal my job, why am I here? But the other thing, also to mention about damage judge, it does not count damage done by poison. So even if you cause the poison, that doesn't count. It only counts the damage that you yourself did with buster shots and chips.
Not even all chips. So Gandalf Sol is one of the unique cases where it actually also doesn't count toward damage. But I don't think either of these players are playing it, so it's not really relevant this game. Let's see if KayThree is able to break the spiral curse from game 1, or is this going to follow the prophecy of
Whoa!
Ooh, let's see. Okay, so anti-damage is at least going to completely deny the damage.
Woo!
And the dodge as well. Very nice movement from AndMySax.
Whoa!
Ooh, and again, avoiding the Aqua Dragon. This is looking very difficult to KayThree, and now with a D-Cross as well.
Oh.
I'm not sure we'll even get to damage judge, and even if we do, it looks very difficult for KayThree to win. We still have few turns to go, so let's see if we will get there. Don't forget that. Oh, now he's going down to 59 HP. One charge shot can potentially bring KayThree down to 1 HP and then passes for a swift finish the game.
Yep. Ah.
And
what?
The Elements Man is going to decross and basically lower AndMySax HP to half, but KayThree only has 1 HP. He's able to avoid it. Very nice movement. Let's see, is he going to go for a beast overplay just to survive for a bit longer? It looks like he does. Let's see if he can do enough damage to win the game from this position. Does he have any chips left? No. Okay. He still has to survive 2 turns if he wants to make it to damage judge. It's going to be very difficult, and yeah, that was game. Unfortunate.
That was too close.
Definitely. I mean, that movement from KayThree, it was actually something we spoke about earlier during the game, and something like that can actually win games. That's why people sometimes try to end the game or basically give up on it. But I always feel like the value of basically to keep going and practice at least that movement can win you games in the future.
Oof, man. The worst part is when you lose to damage judge by like like 20 points or something.
Yeah.
Painful.
But yeah, well played to both sides. But that will take us into our next and final match for the day with AndMySax vs Char.
Last match.
Okay, so this is a very interesting matchup. Both players using double diggers. And this time we actually do see base.
Do we actually see base? Are we going to see base?
Ooh, who knows? I mean, that depends. AndMySax thankfully doesn't have beat, so maybe base will survive.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, base and kernel force? That is scary. Oh, boy. Hopefully the server will crash from all this power, because kernel force is already pretty dangerous when you're beast out. But if you power up base with attack plus 30, then that becomes pretty scary. Let me see. We have Alessal attack plus 30. Dang, I do not see a meteor's chip for that Sun Moon PA. I missed that PA. But we do see Heat Dragon R, Tornado R, Horn Shot, so we're probably going to see the Tornado combo, because there's also a white capsule there as well. Also cool is that we have Tomahawk as well. Tomahawk SP specifically.
I've just noticed, looking at Char's Navicast, they don't have Giga +1 in the picture, unless I'm missing something. They have Mega +1.
Wait a second. That's not Giga
one,
Folder
yeah.
1.
I'm sure they just submitted the wrong picture, but that looks funny. Because it actually looks very similar to Giga +1, just a bit smaller than it, but yeah.
I've been bamboozled. I think that's Folder Pack 1?
That is, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Folder Pack 1. Let me see. We have Custom 1 right there. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong one, because there's 2 customs right there. Yeah, okay. So we will not be looking at the picture. Link is in submission. The link in submission is right.
Oh, I see. So it was the wrong picture, but was you see the link at the top, which we can't press. But,
oh, okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, okay.
So there was a problem with the submission initially, but that's fine.
Okay, we will not be looking at the picture. But we can point out is that Child will not have any bugs because of bug stop. The 2 gigas from the Giga Folder 1 and Rush. So this is literally going to be a lot of back and forth. And also fast gauge, as Child does not have a slow gauge from what I can see. So the moment AndMySax activates that fast gauge, this match is going to rev up.
All right. With that, let's head into the match and see how it plays out.
Let's do it. Last operation. Set.
Execute. Execute.
Well, in is Japanese, so but we're doing English, so execute is
nice. And looking at this hand, so you can already see the full tornado combo. So basically, the way it works is you use Control or Wood Dragon as well to apply an elemental panel underneath the tornado. You follow that up by a Tornado +30. So Tornado has this unique effect where if you land it against an opponent who's standing on an elemental panel, so wood, elect, which is conveyor panels, aqua, and I think even volcano panels work, though they're technically not fire. It deals times 2 damage. So it's 80 +30. No, wait, it's 10 damage, no, it's 20 damage, 8 hits. And then you add a +30 for each hit. And then at times 2, it can be massive.
Yeah, so it's basically 100 per hit. And even more so if you happen to be full synchro when you do it.
Or if you're in Tango Plus, which adds another 10, but in this case, it's the choice playing Gregor.
Yes, so we will not be seeing a Tango boost.
They are debating going for the combo immediately because they initially have all the pieces, so you normally want to use Ball Start to trap the opponent and then basically use the rest of the combo. Looks like they will take just the Ball Start this time, which does connect for Chacho as well.
The double Giga.
It's so weird seeing Gregor playing with custom 8. Feels wrong, you know? Usually people decide against custom 8 and Gregor and go for the extra stats like air shoes, float shoes, or attack, or HP, and other stuff as well.
I'm rocking out to the BN1 boss thing, man.
Yeah. This is the beauty of Tango, allowing people to easily access these different patches and the music package. I think every single match has had it starting.
That makes me very happy since... Yeah?
No, go ahead.
Makes me happy since I played so much BN6. I got sick of the regular battle thing for a while.
See, I was going to say the opposite. I was going to say it's optional, so not everyone has it, and I usually don't use it. I'm fine with the BN6 music. The real reason for that is because the rest of the BN music is so good that I actually get distracted while playing and start listening to the music. Whereas I've had BN6 battle music for so long that I can just basically tune it out and don't worry about it. Ooh, base count down, which is going to partially connect, at least removing that barrier 200 and doing some decent damage as well. Kabash coming down for AndMySax, which is going to give them the max stats, air shoes and float shoes, as well as undershirt and shield. So it's quite nice to have. And okay, looks like Shaw is going for that big combo with Tornado into Wit. Did they miss out on the plus 30 at the end? I don't think they added plus 30 for that Tornado. And decided to go with an anti-damage at the end, I believe. But let's see if this connects. So if this connects, that will still be massive damage anyway, even without the plus 30. And yeah, as Stray Sine Wave in Twitter is saying that plus 30 could be saved for Q4s. They were thinking about using it with the base as well, but they decided against that. Let's see if this connects. Judgment from AndMySax is going to miss. Unfortunate. And one of the coolest Gregor chip charges. Unfortunately, very easy to miss as well. You can see the after effect of that Gregor breath flying through. Just end the stream right now. Yeah, unfortunately, we still have potentially another one game or two, depending on who wins. So the dream
that still makes me sad.
One is still connecting, followed up by the Heat Dragon. Was not chip charged, but still did quite a bit of damage.
Alright. No trap. For those unaware, Charge Cross, instead of giving a base buff like Heat Cross does, you actually charge the fire chip up to plus 100. It just takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a very long time, so people usually never go for it, because it can be pretty obvious you're in charge. Why are you not attacking? You're charging. Which I guess the name makes sense. It is Charge Cross. It would have been flat plus 15 damage cross if they were doing that. Ooh, going for a race. So this potentially allows the D-cross and it connects. Very nice.
The big double damage hug. Oh,
Ooh.
Muramasa whiffed.
And avoiding that Muramasa, that is going to be very difficult for AndMySax.
That's gonna be hard to come back.
Very nice timing from Chargo, because landing that slash chip charge can be very difficult. The race having fairly low paralysis time as well, so that was very nice timing. Ooh, counter hit! Let's see if
Awesome
that
counter.
Meteor Knuckles follow up, and there it is. Ooh. AndMySax is closing the gap, but this is still fairly scary. They only have almost 100 HP to work with, and Char still has plenty of very strong chips.
If you know Banga work, having low HP doesn't mean it's over. Banish.
And an area grab, so this can potentially top Char in place. But they had their own area grab to regain it.
With fast gauge, the invisibles are gonna get more value.
Yes, but we do see Char taking that Flash Bomb Star, which can potentially deal with that with the Embers very quickly. Unless, so AndMySax has potential amazing play to do in this position with Brown, where you can use your charge up to go into the opponent's area, which will allow you to avoid the Flash Bomb. But obviously the timing is very difficult for it to work. Let's see if AndMySax is able to land that. Ooh. Looks like they aren't even going for a charge up. If they don't have any defense, this could very well be game. Okay, no follow-up from Char, so thankfully AndMySax will survive another turn, but this will be a very tricky turn to survive with a potential Q-Force plus 30. Ooh, life aura coming down. Does Char have any answers to life aura left? Nice, AndMySax using Wind Drag, so now they are able to do some damage, but yeah, okay, so Char has that Wind Drag, and they are ready to use it immediately.
Wow, this is gonna be down to the wire.
Magnum, but unfortunately I don't think they got uninstalled, so yeah, that still goes through. And the Q-Force inside. AndMySax might need to Beast Over, but they don't have access to Beast Over. And that was game.
If they had just a little more HP, they could have survived.
Indeed, because all of these panels were broken, and Q-Force is unable to spawn on broken panels. So that was actually, even though Char had a lot of area, that would have done very little damage, but it was just enough.
Could you imagine if they buffed Q-Force to appear even in holes? Could you imagine that?
I mean, a lot of people would say it needs more nerfs because it can technically appear on holes. So if you fix the panels, it doesn't completely negate it. The Q-Force spawns one row at a time, so by fixing it, you can base one column at a time. So by fixing it, you can still gain back the rest of your Q-Force. It doesn't completely negate it.
Heck yeah. That is why Q-Force is our favorite. Q-Force is everyone's favorite Giga.
Yes. I mean, Rengar's favorite Giga. I don't know about everyone.
It's your favorite Giga too.
Maybe when I use it. I don't know. I think it's very interesting to see that Char is deciding to run double Giga, because that usually is something Fanza folders use, because they have the hot badge, they have a lot more utility in their Gigas as well. Whereas Rengar is similar to the theme of the version itself. It's more about basically doing damage, and the gears more just do damage. And this is very scary. If Chuck gets too crossed here, that could be very painful because of the freeze as well. And the follow-up with Judgment, another charger is going to land.
Ow. Rush! Oh, they're gonna get frozen again!
Ooh, and yes, this is still enough time. Okay, so looks like AndMySax decides to just go for Magnum instead. Ooh, this starting hand is nowhere near as good as the first game for Tra, because they don't really have any of their combo pieces. They just have random chips that they can't really use too well with each other. These are the risks of having low custom as Gregor. That's why Charge Cross was vital for turn, and AndMySax removing that deals a very heavy blow.
Oh, okay, there goes the turn. Don't blink! Oh, you missed the turn.
I mean, even if you didn't, you probably missed it. So the thing is, one thing people might not know about full cost or just a turn ending is, if you don't take any new chips in attack, you can actually keep your previous hand. So in this case, Chad just pressed OK because they wanted to keep the hand they took last time, or whatever remains of it. An important note to keep in mind though is using Beast Out counts as a chip, so doing that will basically nullify your previous one. Okay, so it looks like AndMySax going for the more greedy play with Element Man instead of immediately going for the cube.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, just barely missed that.
Yeah, first Tomahawk SP and now Tango SP missing as well. This is looking rough for Cha.
Still at 1900.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ice Field or just maybe Icy even is very underrated for fighting Gregor. Cha is now struggling because they're really unable to land their charge shots consistently. They have to navigate around these ice cannons. That's why I kind of want to see more people using flow shoes as well, because it can allow these very bad fields for Gregor to at least be more manageable. Yeah, as Trey Wave in Twitch is saying, Cha has a lot of very explosive damage, so 1900 HP can disappear in a second. Just imagine Q-Force plus 30 or like base plus 30, that tornado combo, a lot of very strong chips, so definitely don't just look at your HP as your only deciding factor. In that position, Cha could have used another air grab to maybe deal with AndMySax's anti-damage. But I guess have really nothing again. Ooh, never mind. So nice. So going for wood to use Heat Dragon and clear that life.
Nice. See, genius. That's the versatility of Element Man.
Yeah, I mean there is a reason why Element Man SP is considered the strongest or one of the strongest melee chips in the game.
Having all the elements at your fingertips and being able to change on the fly, man, it's just good.
Yeah, it has. In fact, it might have too much utility. The input can be difficult to do, but with the blessings of Tango, it's basically fairly consistent now. Everyone can get it, so it's not that bad. The uninstall going through. And the Grandman has beat that TFC chain!
TFC chain!
Very nice job. Rightfully so, deciding to block that Grandman SP. You see most of the tornado parts in hand, but unfortunately no white caps that will confirm everything. And if Chad decides to go for that Heat Dragon, they can't really use that Q-Force with all of that area. Feels a bit of a shame to be honest. Okay, never mind. The area did not last very long there. And the end is coming down just in time.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, Mirror coming
Super.
through.
1, 2, 3. Oh, just 3? Oh, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, with the area, I think that is around the average number of hits.
Yeah, because there were 5 open panels, so.
Ooh, this hand again for Charles. So just one part away from the perfect combo, and all of these broken panels make Q-Force very difficult to go for. So it looks like they'll just try to use the tornado without confirming it with a white capsule, which can make it very difficult. Unless they land a counter hit, which would be amazing to see. Oh, barrier 200
no.
basically makes that impossible, yeah. And even the tornado completely missing could have at least removed that barrier 200. 2, 3, 4 HP coming down against 1600. Definitely an uphill battle, and this is the last turn of Beast out. So if Char wants to use that Q-Force at maximum potential outside of the Beast over, they have to do it this turn.
Very unfortunate that we will not be seeing a Tornado combo today.
Yeah, I mean, there is still potential for game 3, so there is still a chance for us to see it. But let's see how this game goes.
Oh, you're right. One more chance.
Ooh, okay, so this is an interesting order. Looks like Char's doing this on purpose to chip charge.
Right.
Uninstall. Yeah, interesting. Okay. AndMySax is going into Beast out, so they are able to land a chip charge that can very easily finish off the game. And clearly avoiding the chip charge with defense. This is looking very uphill for trying to fight through. Well, unless they're thinking about going into Q-Force Beast over, if they do that, then that can actually do more than enough damage to finish off the game right here, even with this HP difference. Dude, this is very scary, and AndMySax still has another anti-damage up, I believe. Yeah, so they are thinking about that Beast over. They need to take the machine gun first to maybe deal with the anti-damage. Unless line them area grabs, it's going to be very risky. Let's see if it works out. And fast. Okay, area grab coming down. Let's see what the Beast over decides to do. It matches out, no defense. That's going to be quite a lot of damage.
Oh my gosh! Full maximum power!
Now, AndMySax has to change into Tomahawk Thrust to avoid getting paralyzed, but Char is also holding on to base with a white capsule, so if that connects, that can actually be game. Ooh, just before the Beast jump. Beast jump
is not over yet! Beast jump!
1 HP! The 1 HP with the more massa play.
Because Colonel Force does not make you blink. It just hits you. Yes. Oh my gosh!
And that was great awareness from Char. So attaching white capsule to base. So base normally would apply flashing, but because of that white capsule, even though it did not paralyze Tomahawk Cross, it still would not apply the flashing, and that brought us for game.
That was incredibly well played. If that base was not white capsule, that might have been GG. That might have been good game in the other direction. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely, because that base would have applied flashing, and AndMySax would have had time to basically finish off the game.
Oh gosh. Oh,
very exciting matches, yeah.
That was quite a final match.
Indeed, well played to both sides, and thank you everyone for submitting the matches for today as well. But unfortunately, that was our final match for the day, and with that, let's head into the So thank you again everyone for joining on for today's stream, and thank you to all the players who submitted their matches. Huge shout out as usual to Salab for organizing the tournament and working on the stream layout. Thank you to Eurasia for joining me on commentary as well. It was going to be a solo player zero stream, but Eurasia came in at the last second to help out and add in the hype as well.
I cannot let player zero be player alone. That not work as a two-player game.
What? I mean, that is definitely true for the PvP. We don't talk about that PvE, so it's fine. But yeah, again, thank you, and huge shout out to Honor Knight for working behind the scenes, putting out the matches, though I think we literally had just 3 matches submitted. So yeah. And again, as usual, thanks you to Ralse and Honor Knight again for keeping the score of these tournaments. And I do want to give a reminder as well. So if you're looking to join the Blood Moon, make sure to sign up before tomorrow. Or if you need a bit more time and extension, then make sure to mention it in the tournament chat as well.
Thank you everybody for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you at the next one.
Indeed. Before the end, I also want to give a shout out to our monthly Ko-Fi subscribers. So thank you to AndMySax, Ricky Sparks, Ayora Don, I always say that wrong, Yemland Hero, Zayd, Bitmuffin, Racine Cha, and I think AndMySax, no, not that person, I think is missing from that list as well. So thank you all for your continued support and allowing us to grow basically and do more prizes and things as we go forward. Well, with that, thank you again everyone for joining, and we will see you again next week for the start of the Blood Moon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.